Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm asking the question, which supermarket sells the best gluten-free cookie? And to help me with this question, I've brought along my brother Sam. Here he is, come on round.
Hello.
Here is Sam. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you for joining me today. Tea. For any cookie tasting, I think this is the most important.
Shouldn't we be doing a video about different kinds of tea bags?
That's a great one. Right. Next
Be
video.
right back.
I should probably point out that my name is Greg. I am a celiac and I've been on a gluten-free diet for over 8 years.
Are you a celiac?
I am a celiac.
Or
Yes.
do you have celiacs?
Right. Well, this is an interesting question. Everything that you need to know about me with my celiac disease and why I have celiac disease is in my other video.
Oh, excellent, yes.
Why are you so thin? I had celiac disease. So by all means, feel free and check that out. Right.
Good video.
I have a variety of gluten-free cookies. This is Marks and Spencer's. Here I have Sainsbury's.
Over here we've got Morrisons chocolate chip cookies.
Brilliant. Co-op. Gluten-free cookies, of course.
And finally, we're going to be also looking at Tesco's chocolate chip cookies. We skipped out on lunch, I think, didn't we, today?
We did. I was actually contemplating eating some chocolate earlier, but I remember specifically telling myself, no, don't eat chocolate because I'm gonna have quite a lot of cookies. So
that's good thinking.
As I said earlier, crucially we've got the tea for any dunking.
We're gonna dunk them. Also, the other crucial point is all of our cookies are gluten-free.
Yes.
Which we kind of alluded to.
Yes, of course. Well,
right, what are we going to start with?
I don't know. Let's start, because it's the closest.
Okay.
We're going to start with Tesco's. First of all, I just want to say that there are so many different types of cookies available in all the supermarkets. In, for example, Tesco's and...
Other supermarkets? Morrisons,
I know the
Sainsbury.
supermarket.
What else we got? We're doing this again. Right. Co-op.
We're going to start again. All I was going to say, just really quickly, that there are so many different types of cookies that you can buy in each supermarket. So there is a difference in price between them. For example, these Tesco cookies cost me £1.20.
It tastes like a normal cookie.
That's brilliant. Now,
Which is actually what you want, isn't it?
from my point of view, that tastes delicious.
Yes, yeah.
It's good to have you here, actually, because someone who eats wheat and products with gluten, you're really good judgment here, because you can tell me, how does that compare to your ordinary cookie?
I think I have a few comments, but they'd work well later on as well.
Okay.
It just tastes like a cookie. Like if I went to someone's house or a party and they had these out and I ate them, I don't think I would know that they're gluten-free. Which is always obviously like, that must be one of the gold standards, right, I suppose. Do you remember having Maryland cookies?
I do.
And can you remember the taste?
But going back a few years,
Yeah.
but to be honest with you, these cookies actually in particular, I think, remind me a lot of those Maryland.
I was just thinking that, yeah.
Because, I'll get another one,
The
they're quite
size.
small, they're quite round, and from what I remember actually coming home from school and you and me just like demolishing
Yeah, we did.
a whole
They're so
pack
easy to
of
demolish.
Maryland
Yeah,
cookies. Because I remember thinking, if he's having one more, then I can have one more. And we ended up just eating the whole packet.
Yeah.
Those were the days,
Those
eh?
are the days.
Now I have my own cookies, which I'm sharing.
Before his immune system kicked in.
Back in the day, yes.
Well, they were very nice. Shall we move on? All right. So next up is the Co-op triple chocolate cookies. Gluten-free, of course.
Excellent.
They are also irresistible, apparently, and all butter.
We should talk about maybe the branding as well, because I personally like to see a brown... Sorry, I was
Brown.
to say... What I wanted to say was I like to see a cookie box which is more purpley or a darker colour. For me, that is more appealing, more, irresistible.
Purpley darker colour. Kind of like this one, then.
Yes.
I suppose. As opposed to
Yeah.
our Tesco, more flimsy, kind of
Yeah,
cheaper looking.
Yeah.
Oh, well, how much did these cost, actually?
that's a very good point.
We should have put... We did have the receipts.
To be honest with you, again, going back on what I was saying earlier, there are different types of cookies. For example, these are your basic chocolate chip cookies. but you can buy Tesco Finest triple chocolate cookie. So you're going into a different level.
So these then should be much better. By just
effectively, these are more of a premium price range to these ones, but you can buy the Tesco Finest ones, and there is, I think it's about £1 in it.
Okay, so you said that was about £1.50.
That was about these are 120.
120. So this is around the £2 mark.
Yes, I remember thinking specifically the co-op ones were more expensive. Instantly, I'm thinking these look more
Nicer.
Chocolatey.
Yeah.
Nicer.
So they've got this like chocolatey, you can see that thick chocolatey base. I guess they also look more oaty.
That's a good point actually. They're certainly bigger, noticeably, but again, these are triple chocolate cookies. So in some ways, the cookies we initially tasted are at a bit of a disadvantage.
Sure, yeah.
Because these are just bigger and more expensive.
3 chocolates: Belgian white and milk chocolate.
There we go.
Okay,
right.
Ready?
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers. I've never cheered to a cookie before.
Oh, they're lovely. Am I just eating chocolate here or cookie? You know.
You know what? They are absolutely delicious.
Yeah, really, really good.
But what you just said there about chocolate not cookie, these are more chocolatey. As a cookie goes, like a Maryland, isn't it Maryland? Maryland cookies. I still think the first one, the Tesco ones, were more towards those sort of cookies. But this is just, oh my god!
Yes,
I'm going in for the dunk already.
I drank ages ago.
No, did you?
Oh. I just got that, you know when you leave the biscuit, whatever, in for a little bit longer and it goes like soggy? I just had that with this and it is
god.
So nice. And this this chocolatey base sort of melts a bit. Oh, it's great. Our third cookie of the day is made without wheat, once more, gluten-free. And these are the M&S Belgian triple chocolate crunch chunk. What am I talking about?
Chunk.
Triple chocolate chunk cookies.
Now, instantly, I am thinking it's Marks and Spencer's. So immediately, I am thinking these should be the creme de la creme.
I was thinking they're cookies, but let's do it. What have you noticed straight away?
Right.
Which we will.
These Marks and Spencer's cookies, to me, don't know about you, look different.
They do.
I'm gonna angle these to the camera. You can see that they are neatly packed.
They are neat. They're quite crammed in there, aren't they?
They are.
Sardines.
Sardines. Okay. When I saw these cookies, sardines was not what that came to mind. So.
What I'm immediately thinking is it's much more like a traditional, flatter shaped cookie. It's almost like kind of an American cookie.
Yes, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? I'm not sure if the.
I remember in school, we often were able to buy the sort of big cookies, weren't we?
Yeah.
And they were like really big. This is like a mini big cookie, if that makes sense.
Yes, exactly. I'm not entirely sure. Obviously, I don't know what the cookie's like in America, but this is kind of in my mind what I would expect.
American viewers, if there are any like celiac friends over in America, by all means comment. What do you think? Does this look like an American cookie? Because this is how. I agree, it's Sam and
something about it. I think it's just that it's flatter and quite more biscuity rather than there's less focus on the whole chocolate.
Yeah, I agree. Whereas the co-op ones are really chocolatey, these look like a cookie. Ooh. Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Crunchy. I'm glad I made that mistake earlier about calling them triple chocolate crunch cookies instead of chunk, because these are crunchy and they are crunchy chunks. I just got some crunchy chunks.
These are really crunchy. These are the crunchiest cookies I've ever eaten. I
think I'd agree.
Really?
Yeah, they are super crunchy.
Which is very interesting because what a lot of gluten-free products lack in is the crunch.
Yes.
So to have a gluten-free cookie which is this crunchy, almost more so than a normal cookie?
Potentially, yeah. I haven't had a crunchier cookie that I can remember, really. Unless it's like a really dry one.
Yeah.
But these don't taste dry, they taste good. Like, you eat them and they're crunchy, but they almost like melt in your mouth after a while, don't they?
Yeah. 10 out of 10 for crunch, it's got to be said. I've just done my first dunk, by the way. I don't think people can see my tea on camera there.
I'm dunking in. I'm a bit softer. But it's doing quite well at maintaining the crunch.
I bit mine quite far in. So,
right.
What I mean by that is, like, I bit beyond the soft part of the cookie. So it did probably get softer through the dunking. But I bet
I've never got so technical about cookies before.
No,
and
me
how
neither.
to eat them.
But this is really interesting.
It is.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I proposed doing something like this, I did not expect such a change between brands.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a big point. I'm amazed. We've just done 3 supermarket chains, and they're all completely different. Completely. I still think those posh coat ones. They're if you like chocolate, you're gonna prefer those. But I think if you like biscuit, you're gonna prefer this. I can taste a bit of like ginger almost.
Really?
Tiny bit.
I don't know if you just sort of associate maybe a ginger biscuit with like a crunch.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're
of
more
course,
dry.
a gingerbread man is quite crunchy. That is the texture I would describe these ones of being. If you're on a gluten-free diet and your friends are doubting gluten-free products because they're not crunchy, get them to eat Marks and Spencer's Belgian triple chocolate chunk cookies. I had to double check myself there.
But they are crunchy.
Yeah. So yeah, if you are wanting a crunch as a gluten-free person, or you want to tell your friends of something really crunchy, I'd highly recommend these.
Especially when they come up to you and they're like, "Oh, gluten-free food's so soft. Like you can have a gluten-free biscuit and it just sort of falls apart." It's like the bread as well, isn't it? Just crumbles.
Bread is a very interesting topic, which we will come onto at another time, because that is even more detailed.
That is a different thing.
The thing about cookies is, personally, I don't know if you agree, I don't think there's much difference between gluten-free cookies and your regular gluten cookies. Whereas bread, there is a difference.
There's something about bread that they just can't get right. And I'm saying get right as a gluten-eating person. Okay, our fourth.
What's next?
So we're going back to a slightly more cheaper packaging.
There we go.
In fact, it looks so similar to the Tesco one. Morrisons free from gluten-free choc chip cookies.
Wow, that sounded like a mouthful. Again, this is the cheaper. I love a cheaper cookie. I think this costs £1.30 for a packet. But again, I can't quite remember. I think in Morrisons, in fact, I'm pretty sure in Morrisons, they have other cookies at higher price range.
From what I can tell, look the most like Maryland cookies. That's my initial thought on the matter.
I agree. Actually, they look more round. And maybe the same size as the Tesco cookie. I'd show the friends at home. But they also look quite thick as well. Thicker, maybe slightly thicker than the Tesco cookie. I don't know what else to do but give it a little taste. Oh, I was going straight for a dunk. No, that is interesting.
Different again.
Very different. And do you know what? I like it, but I think it's my least favourite.
Me too. They are.
That's very interesting, actually.
They are softer, a bit more of that classic gluten-free crumbly fear.
There's almost like, I don't want to say an aftertaste, but there's a taste of gluten-free about this.
Yeah, which is kind of not
what we want. No, I guess, I mean, as a gluten-free person, as a celiac, I always like to try and have something which, I'm so used to gluten-free products anyway, but to have a cookie which tastes so crunchy and nice, that is a big thing for me.
Yeah.
And this is delicious, don't get me wrong, and I'm not fussy at all, I'm just grateful to have a gluten-free cookie. But now that there is a choice, I think this is my least favourite.
This is the kind of cookie that might make someone think, oh, I don't like gluten-free food. When it's not. It shouldn't be made that simple.
That's a very good point.
It is nice, but it's quite a few levels actually below all the other ones you've tasted, in my opinion.
Not bad, but I agree with Sam.
These are the worst.
Yeah, this is a gluten-free cookie.
Yeah, right.
There we are. Paul Morrisons. Sorry. No promotion from Morrisons. But if you are interested in that sort of thing, I'm joking. I'm not really.
I'm not really ads on this channel. Wait, what? I guess you
what ads?
Google
Wait,
does,
what?
doesn't it?
Google.
Cut.
YouTube. What? Promotion. Getting paid.
The fourth wall.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know. Where are we?
Can't do a video.
Where are we? Oh my god. Moving on.
To our.
Still haven't finished this cookie.
We're moving on too fast. Give him he's only little. It takes him a while to digest all this tasty gluten-free food.
I'm just overwhelmed. Can't believe I'm actually getting emotional about gluten-free cookies.
Well, this is what it means to people. Like, right?
100%.
Like,
100%.
I guess this is why you're doing this video.
Yeah, because it's so, as a gluten-free person, we're so lucky to have not just like, I'd be grateful just to have a cookie which is gluten-free, but to have a variety. not just between supermarkets, but within supermarkets.
Yes.
You know, because there's a thing, because we tried Morrison's cookies, right? The basic Morrison cookie. If they had a triple chocolate cookie, it could well be the nicest cookie out of all of them. Unfortunately, Sam and I are going to be cookied out if we went through all of them. We're coming on to Sainsbury's now. I think we should get on with our last cookie today.
So, the deliciously free from wheat-free and gluten-free Sainsbury's triple chocolate cookies.
What strikes me at this moment is it's my least favourite branding.
Yeah, green
Yes.
for a chocolate cookie.
Interesting. Again, I think from my experience, and I'm sure lots of people will agree with me, often when you have a gluten-free product, yes, of course you need to know it is free from, it is gluten-free, but you also kind of don't want to know. You also want to kind of feel like you're having something like a regular cookie. For example, I look at this and I just think it doesn't look as appetizing as the Marks and Spencer's branding or the Co-op branding. I've got a really quick show. I know which one I would pick from a distance, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree. The colours are strange. They've got green, but I think there's also a sort of a vegetarian, or it's going to be vegetarian green, little badge on the back.
I see.
And I wonder if, and they've also got these kind of little leaves and stuff. So I wonder if they were kind of trying to make some kind of environmental point about these cookies being gluten-free.
Well,
Also, probably just
okay, yeah.
little dip in there. That could have been him, put it in the bag.
I might, to be honest with you, I think I did see it and I just sort of just thought, I'll be fine. I mean, we all think the same, don't we? If the packaging isn't ripped in the middle, does it matter about a little cut in the box?
Well, actually, you would be amazed. Well, this is unverified data. Citation across the bottom now. I think that shoppers generally, even the smallest thing like that will immediately make your average shopper choose the same product but just a different box.
Because
so that's a lot of supermarkets will deal with a lot of waste.
Yeah.
For issues like this.
Whoa!
What do you notice straight away? Because I've noticed something straight away.
They look to me very similar. I think Sam's going to agree. To the Co-op cookie. Co-op cookie.
They almost look exactly the same. So I have the Sainsbury's, and you can see it's got this kind of, again, chocolate base. And it's quite reasonably flat, and it's got some chocolate chunks in it.
This is the Co-op cookie, which we tried earlier. Again, very similar to the Sainsbury's one, chocolatey base, as Sam says. It's a little bit darker.
It's a bit thicker,
A little bit darker, Sainsbury's Co-op.
Yeah, the Co-op one's actually a bit thicker too. The Sainsbury's one's flatter, and I think that's a general trend.
That is
smooth. So nice. Smooth is the word. Mm.
I mean, what I was saying about how I wasn't keen on the branding and the packaging, what lies within is what really matters. That is a good cookie.
It is a good cookie. Yeah.
Okay.
How British are we when dunking it in tea? This is literally a tea and biscuits video. And if anyone is from obviously outside the UK watching this, I'm sure you're aware that we are British. And won't give it away.
I'm not that posh. Don't be ridiculous.
I sound posher than him, probably.
I don't know. I think I sound posher than you.
He sounds more Welsh because we're from Wales.
When I speak to my Welsh friends, people just can't believe I'm Welsh because.
Really?
Yeah, they don't think I sound Welsh at all. And yeah, if I go just cross over to England, people say, "Oh my god, you sound so Welsh."
That's amazing.
And all you got to do is say "Bore da," and they think, "Oh my god."
Bore da.
Bore da. Nice cookie. All I want to say, if we're talking about cookie again, is the Co-op cookie and the Sainsbury's cookie are very chocolatey. If you were looking for a Maryland cookie, basic, Tesco. The Morrisons.
Morrisons and your Tesco.
What I would say is if you want a Maryland cookie which is gluten-free, I'd go for Tesco's chocolate chip cookie. I think they're the closest to it.
But they're a little bit softer. And you see what I mean?
Completely
they soften up a bit in your mouth.
And when I bite into it, it's almost a little delay.
Yeah.
It's not like a crunch. When you bite into a cookie, you want it to crunch and naturally a few crumbs to fall over. But this is like more of a rip.
And you taste the chocolate first, which some people don't want. Some people want cookie.
It's a very good point.
So, final. You choked in his tea. Anyway, shall we very quickly rank them?
Worst cookie, I'm saying Morrisons.
Completely agree. They were soft, they tasted gluten-free, and they were also one of the cheapest we bought.
Yes, that's true.
They were quite small and just a bit really unsatisfying, didn't taste great.
Yeah, and obviously, I couldn't agree more. You literally took the words out of my mouth.
Second from last, the Sainsbury's
Yes.
green wheat-free, gluten-free triple chocolate cookies.
For crunch, undeniably, 10 out of 10, the winner is Marks and Spencer's. This is what they look like. They were the crunch. In fact, I'm going to say it right now. I'm saying it right now on camera. These are the crunchiest gluten-free biscuits I've ever eaten in my life, ever.
And I think some people would really like that about the biscuit.
And also, were these ones just remind us a bit of America?
Yeah, they're sort of a bit flatter. I mean, I don't know anything about
Please, American friends, viewers, comment by all means. Do these, again, look like your cookies?
Where are we placing that?
I would almost put that next as well, because although they were crunchy, they weren't necessarily my favourite.
It's a tough one, but I'm happy
okay.
to go with
This is getting really close.
I think these top three are getting very, very difficult to separate. Finally, not finally, penultimately, our second favourite cookie
is
Tesco chocolate chip cookies, and I think the reason they're so high up, is because they remind me so much of Maryland cookies.
I completely agree.
They taste great.
Yes,
they don't taste gluten-free, they just taste like cookies. If you're gluten-free and you're hosting a party,
I was literally about to say
this is what you want on your plate.
Yeah.
People coming in to take your wheat-eating friend, or gluten-consuming pals.
We'll be very impressed.
They're not going to tell that it's different. We're agreeing on everything.
I am, but again, we could go on to this, but there are triple chocolate cookies, double chocolate cookies, different types of cookies all over the place. This is a very brief thing. We've touched upon branding, etc. For example, I can't believe
Sainsbury's. I don't know what he's going to do with editing, but how long this has taken us.
Oh, I know.
I thought, we're going to try some cookies.
Yeah, I know.
And there is so much to discuss. And finally, our favourite and best, most delicious and winning cookie of the day
is Co-op! For what we tried today in this video, Sam and I both agree that the nicest gluten-free cookies out of what we've tasted are triple chocolate cookies from Co-op.
Yes. They're crunchy, they taste like cookies.
Yeah.
They are a bit chocolatey, but it's delicious.
Yeah.
We can't deny, we love chocolate.
There's a crunch to it too. You got the crunch and you've got the chocolate. But again, you could argue that the Tesco's the winner, because I could eat these all day and not get bored.
Yeah.
However, although we agree on them being the nicest cookie, I think I'd only want 3, maybe 4.
They're a bit sweet.
And I'm done with my cookies for the day.
Definitely.
Maybe for the morning.
I think we've done well.
We've pretty much done it. I just want to reiterate what he just said. I'd like to that because on the fact that there are so many different types of cookies available. But what we have sort of noticed, I think, in making this video, if you want the best gluten-free cookie, buy the most expensive. There we are. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Sam, my brother, for taking part. Hopefully I'll see you very soon in maybe a part 2. We might have to do bread next, who knows.
Oh, I'd love to do bread.
Feel free to like, comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe! Bye for now. Why am I blowing kisses? Why did I do that? Bye guys, thank you so much. Subscribe.
Vomit on my hands, sorry.